Well, there are a lot of people working to try and keep you entertained while we just wait out this pandemic.
Well-known Madison musician Sean Michael Dargan is one of them and recently released a song about finding a bright side in all of this. Our Michael Bruno went behind the screens to find out more.
Midnight, picking daisies in the moonlight, skipping rocks behind your shadow, letting go a bit too soon. The lamplight is not enough to trust my eyesight. If I wake to feel you breathing like a lazy afternoon. You can read about the news and read about global and national and your local interactions of our fellow human beings, but really when it comes right down to it is we only know our own experience. And I'm here in my house with my wife and 2 kids and not going out. And I'm a songwriter, so I get inside my head quite a bit, and it's best when I crawl out from time to time. I was literally just journaling and had written down a phrase that I didn't even remember saying, but and the phrase was, that things were bleak and this was going to be a really rough patch, and it could last. They were talking weeks at that point. I said, I can't imagine that we're not talking months or even a year or more. Given the way these sorts of virus strains tend to operate through history, and I was feeling pretty dark at that point. But I had written down, but there must be a bright side to this virus, like there is to anything. There's the yin and yang of life. There's always a little bit of good and the bad, and vice versa. So I had written that phrase down in one of my songwriting notebooks, and then carried on and didn't think about it, and was going back a couple days later and saw it and underlined it, and it really resonated with me then. And I just took off on a songwriting tear.
It is kind of amazing how this is kind of not really forced, but how it's really made the creativity of people kind of blossom.
As a musician and an artist, I've got these 2 sides of the coin, where one of them is standing up in front of dozens or hopefully hundreds or maybe occasionally even thousands of people, and doing my thing and craving attention, craving a chance for these people to listen to what I have to say, and playing this music. And that's a very extroverted behavior, and I am an extrovert at my core, but that is about as extroverted a behavior as I ever embodied. But the flip side of the coin is I'm also a songwriter, and that happens in literally and figuratively the dark night for me. All by myself, holed up in my little studio, my little cocoon, trying desperately, to turn from a caterpillar to a butterfly, and so this really unfortunate and terrible thing, this pandemic, gives me nothing but time to do my more introverted, self-reflective songwriting behavior, and I've been trying to really embrace that. That's your car that passed me by. It's just the dust that makes me cry. Crack the doors, you trip down the hall. You're only slipping until you fall. Dim the lights and wait for your call. You're only slipping till you fall.
The Supper Club.
And Michael's here now. Everybody's doing their part.
It's wonderful. We have such an amazing group of talented people in this city. all doing extraordinary things in extraordinary times. And Shawn Michael and I go way back, and it's just so wonderful to see him continuing his thing and bringing it to the masses in Madison again.
And you know what's neat, Michael, is that even though we're all, isolated in a sense, I feel like there are a lot of people who are being super creative at this time.
That's what I said. It's amazing how this has really made people be even more creative with things that they didn't even know they had in them, because they have all this time on their hands to really express themselves in different ways without having to go out and be on stage in front of people, to really come up with new and different ways to get their talent out there. It's really impressive.
Yeah, music is good for the soul. All right. Looking good, Michael. Everybody, 1, 2, 3.
It's Friday!
Here's Jim. You guys are looking well. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. Bye.
If you want more information about Shawn's music, head to www.ShawnMichaelDargan.com or RockSupperClub.com, and we'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.